Hi again everyone, this is another video from Milton Mo Junction. It will in fact just be a continuation of the last one, I guess. I need to just plod on with this scenery and get this whole section completed on this side. You can see I've already started on the next bit. I've put the extension on and finished that now, so that means I need to get that sceneried up, which is what I'll probably do now. What I want to really do is get all this little bit done before the warmer weather, so that that means the main scenery is done on the whole of this side all the way along, and at the end there, that then means that I just need to weather the track. And it would be nice to have the warmer weather for that, so that I can have the window open, a bit of fresh air in here, so that when I spray I can get rid of the fumes a bit quicker. So that's the plan anyway. We'll just see what happens. Once that's done, of course, there will be lots of more work to do on this side, little bits and pieces, but for all intents and purposes this side and the far end will be finished. So perhaps I can do a little running session then. I've been practicing a little bit. the opening sequence was a cut down version of a little session I had, but yeah, it's coming along, and hopefully I'll better show some more sort of movement of trains etc. in this siding section when it's all completed. So I'll plod on and hopefully show you in a while what I've done next on this section here. I've got a few ideas for it, but we'll see how I get on. I'll sort of show you step by step hopefully as I progress, and so can't really say much more now, so I'll see you when I've done a bit more. Okay, well you can see I've started the scenery on this side. I've extended the gravel car park. It's all still drying at the minute, so it's got the glue there, still waiting for that to dry and go clear. I'm waiting to see what the cardboard that I'm using as concrete does, because it's absorbed a lot of glue and it's a little bit curling up at the side, so I'll weight it in a minute properly at all the edges and see how it does, but it may mean that I need to peel it up and put a new bit of card there when the rest of it's dry. As you can see, that's why I haven't weathered the concrete or the card yet, because as I say, I might lose it and put a new bit there. I've put some oil drums instead of sleepers on this bit of car park or rough ground, just as a barrier. Instead of sleepers I've got the oil drums, but I need to weather those, so they're just in position at the moment, just seeing how they're going to go. And I've done along the, I don't know if you can see, I've done a sort of different path that was created to make it a bit drier to get to the crossing, but it's basically the same sort of thing really. So that's what I'm doing at the moment, and I'll come back when I've done a bit more. So see you shortly. Okay, well as you can see, I've continued along this little section. Again, the glue's still trying to dry. So then, and there are, once it's dry I'll have a look and see what the actual thing looks like. And I've got an idea for a little cameo there, just to break it up, but yeah, I'll have to leave it till the glue's dried and then I can get on and see what needs to be done with the concrete base. But for all intents and purposes the main part of scenery's now been done on that, so we'll see what it looks like when the paint's dry. sorry, not the paint, the glue's dried. So come back to it and show you when that's happened. Well, as you can see, I'm just weighted down the bit of card there, so that's now ready to be left alone. I've also done some more ballasting or some cinders across the centre bit there, and that's obviously still drying, so I can't really do much up here on this bit now, so I'll probably leave it now till that's all completely dried and come back and have a look. So that probably won't be till tomorrow, possibly even Monday now, day after, till I get a chance to come up here and see what I need to do. So I'll show you what I've done when it's all dried. Speak to you in a little while. Okay, welcome back. It's probably going to be the end of this part of the video, so I'll just show you what I've done. Obviously this bit's pretty much finished now. The only thing I've got to do is I've sort of weathered the base, but it's not finished. Obviously you can see a slight gap between the building and the base. Now what I want to do on that piece is I want to do a little bit more weathering on the building and probably take that off to do that. So when I put it back at a later date, I'll put some greenery and growth around the bottom of the building so that it covers any gaps and weather it in a little bit more. You'll see I haven't weathered the oil barrels yet, and there's some other little bits and pieces, but the idea mainly is to get the bulk of this done all the way along. Then I can spend a bit of time doing extra bits and pieces at my leisure. So the building and the other bits and pieces I just mentioned. I mean, the problem is if I do each bit to almost perfect detail now, I'll spend so long doing it that I won't get the rest of it done here, which is the next bit of project I want to do. Probably start with this bit, or I may do it in one bulk over the back, I'm not sure yet. But that'll be the next job I do and the subject of the next video. You may notice what I've done is I've also put a little fire there and a couple of extra lights up. Now the reason I haven't finished those yet really, but the fire, I'll put a little scenario around it, get some people perhaps, and work out what they're actually burning. And the lights I've put there, they're not particularly brilliant lights, but they're older sort of lights that would have been on an older sort of area. So there's one at the moment behind the coal loading stage, and there's a couple here around the building. Now they're fairly brittle, so what I've done is I've tried to do it so that they're sort of protected a certain amount, but the problem is I will be leaning across when it's all working to uncouple coaches or wagons, etc. So, and it's a bit hands-on with the 3-link couplings, so if I don't have some sort of protection, I mean in this case I've got the loft truss, and the one over there has got the coal yard or the coal stage protecting it a bit, so that's that. But I might need to put some brighter lights on and perhaps a bit stronger out of the way at a later stage, but these would have been the earlier lights when it was in the coal era. So what I can probably do is put some additional modern lights or more modern lights up, showing a bit more brightness. So just before we go, I'll show you with the lights off what it looks like. So you've got the fire there glowing away, and of course you've got the lights that are working. Don't know if I can show you a little bit better, perhaps along here. But anyway, that's what's happening at the moment. I'll put this video up. Excuse me. There we go. I'll put this video up, upload it, and tell me what you think, or comment, whatever you like. So at the moment, this is it. So thanks for watching, and see you again later, hopefully. Bye for now. Bye.